Welcome everybody to 9 o'clock live at the Noun Square. Got some rainbow tunes to play us in here from Mr. Mike Demarais.
Whoa.
Feeling real bright and colorful tonight.
He nailed it. He nailed the pronunciation.
You know what I said to myself, because I'm a Canadian, so I often make the mistake of pronouncing French original names wrong, quote unquote, because I make them too French, basically, for American French people. But glad to hear I got it.
Wow.
How are you guys all doing tonight?
I'm great.
Awesome. If you're just joining us here, please retweet the room. Let people know that we're going to have a great conversation here with the founder of Rainbow Wallet. If you've ever used Rainbow Wallet, this is the dude that you owe for that pleasure. So we're super excited to be able to talk to him a little bit about Rainbow today and lots of other things. So just going to get a few more people up here on the stage, and then we will jump right into it. Someday wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Me will trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere. Awesome. Welcome again, everybody, to 9 o'clock live here at the Noun Square. This is a space that we run here every single day. And what we do here at 9 o'clock live is, well, we watch the end of the NounsDAO auction. So one of the coolest things about NounsDAO, the protocol, is its daily emission schedule. So rather than churning out 1,000 or 10,000 NFTs all at once, we just get one single noun every single day. So back in June, a bunch of us who really love nouns decided to start hosting a daily Twitter Spaces. We called it 9 o'clock live, and we hold it at the end of the daily auction as a way to kind of connect with each other here in the community and also celebrate the new noun. So that's what we're doing here tonight. If you guys go to nounoclock.app in your browser, you can kind of play along with us here, watch the end of the auction. We're looking at an auction for noun 545. It's a camcorder camera. There's 4 minutes and 17 seconds left on the auction right now, and it's currently got a price of 29.86 ETH. What do we think, Abtoshi? Is it going to go for that, or are we going to get a last-minute bid? What's your take?
I personally love this noun. It is so good. You guys chose such a good noun yesterday. Did you guys FOMO it?
We sure did FOMO it.
Yes, we did. Oh my gosh, it is so good.
What do you think, Mike? You like this one?
I like this one. Also, I only recently learned what FOMOing the nouns are. Big fan.
Nice.
It's honestly really cool.
Awesome. Well, it's a super central part of what we do here at 9 o'clock live. We like to force the guests against their will to play FOMO with us. So hopefully you've got a browser handy and you can play along with us. It's really fun to choose the next noun together. Rules are, if you're up on the stage, you got to make sure your mic is on. When it does come time to play FOMO, chaos reigns. So we like to yell at the screen and try to pick the best noun that we can.
Wait, I think that
by
I
consensus.
Don't know what. I think I'm confusing FOMOing with something else. Tell me, I'm confused. Actually.
Okay.
Tell me the rules.
Yeah, it's a perfect question to ask, because that's usually the next part that we get into here is what is fomonouns. So fomonouns.wtf is a game that was made by a group within Nouns over a year ago now, and it's basically a gamification of the settlement layer. So once the auction is done here for this noun, someone has to click a button to settle the noun, but that's kind of boring. So someone made a game where we can play basically hot or not. for what random nouns would be minted in this moment if we settled. And by doing that, we can sort of find a consensus on a really aesthetic noun or one that we're looking for and mint it by playing a game together at fomonouns.wtf. So if nobody bids again on this auction in particular, with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left on it, and that auction does end, then we're all going to go together to fomonouns.wtf, and you'll just see a singular noun coming on the middle of the screen and changing every 12 seconds with the Ethereum blocks as they go by. And now that's how we basically will choose the next noun.
Except there's only one way to really win. It's you only vote up the pencil and you vote everything else down.
Well, as you can tell by his PFP, he's very biased. I think he wants
no bias. No bias.
Well, does that explain it well, Mike?
Yes, it does. Wait, but you said keep our speaker or our microphones on. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, that way you can like influence by going, hey, vote this one up, or this one's terrible. Okay. Kill that noun.
Or often it's more like, often it devolves more into like, what is wrong with you people? Why did you not mint that noun? That's the idea that we're striving for here. Now. Exactly. So
I can do this.
Amazing. We'd love for you to join us. So this is the sort of agenda for the spaces here. We will, when this auction ends, we will play this game together.
I do have to say that, hey, Tody, we should probably look for a rainbow. I'm just saying.
I mean, that would be pretty cool.
I want to grab a rainbow.
That'd be pretty sweet. Cool. Should we do a rainbow tonight, guys?
Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can come up with. That'd be pretty cool.
Wow.
I mean, a rainbow has to present itself to us. So, Mike, if you can sort of say a prayer to the rainbow gods and see if that's possible, then we'll do our best. So 44 seconds left in this auction right now. I don't see any pending bids coming in here on 9o'clock.app. So we're going to get a 30-second timer coming in here in a few seconds. And barring some last-minute bid, we are going to go to play FOMO Nouns together. And then there is another game that we play quickly after that we'll explain that to you once we're done with the FOMO. One thing at a time. One chaotic game at a time here on the Noun Square. 20 seconds left in this auction. 29.86 still the bid. And
here we go. Someone just sent a bid in for 31.0.
You know what we need?
Yep.
Never mind.
We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes remaining, folks.
You know what we need, Woody? Can we get like a record scratch on the soundboard? We need a record scratch for when the 30-second countdown gets obliterated here by a late bid.
Yeah, we can do something like that.
All right. Take some homework and come back with that. That'd be awesome. But the good thing is that gives us a little more time to do some explaining. We have one of the most interesting shows on the internet here because, for one, we never know when our show is going to be, like a week out, because the show moves with doing this show. When did we start it, like, Uptoshi? Was it like, it was evening when we started it, I think. And since June, we've gone all the way through the EST night. So we've done this space through 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, all the way through another full day. And now we're back into the evening EST. So that's what happens with the auction and with having, our show at the time of the auction. So that's one weird thing about this show. The other weird thing is that we also never really know, when we're going to get to play FOMO, because sometimes we get bid after bid. And so it can be like, hey, we've got 2 minutes left versus, hey, we maybe have 30 minutes left if people continue to bid forever. So it's a bit funny that way. It's a bit funny that way. So getting back to what Uptoshi was explaining about FOMO Nouns. So we will play that game when the auction is over. After that, we're going to play a quick game called Nomo Nouns that we developed here ourselves at TNS. And someone want to explain what Nomo Nouns is and what that's all about?
So many games. Nomo is all the nouns that were Nomo, but they could have one last chance to be a noun again, a little Nomo noun. So it takes like the last 25 nouns from the block that didn't get FOMO'd in, and we aggressively click our keyboards on the noun that we want. And again, another game that you have to have your mic on and the sound full blast. And we pick that little noun together. And if you go to nomo.wtf, you'll see some greasy little nouns that we've been minting recently.
Don't call them greasy. They don't like that.
Well, they are. The last two were greasy if you go and look at them. But it's another game. There's so many games now. It's like a whole game show before.
It's almost like a game show. To give a real world example, say we saw a rainbow and we tried to mint it, but there's a bunch of people from MetaMask in the audience, and they're like, we don't want Mike to get a rainbow, and they all vote against it, and we missed the rainbow. Well, now with Nomo, the rainbows that are Nomo, we could save them and mint them for you, Mike. That's basically...
And when the fox comes up, we all down vote the fox.
Is there a fox? I don't think there is.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Fox.
It's a very it's noun one.
Yep.
Noun one.
Oh, the fox. Yes. It's the only animal that's
face.
just like sitting on the head like that.
There's a pencil.
Don't
Dang
look
it,
at
we
FOMO.
missed it.
Full animal.
I just saw the pencil.
You know
the gun. It's got the insignia, a
It's
holy hand
beautiful,
grenade of
too.
a pencil, and
Sam, you're
and
being
the sweet retro. I know.
Sam, you're
I
being
know.
a very bad example for our guests because you know the rules. We don't look at FOMO.
Don't look
FOMO
at FOMO
time.
before I'll be sad.
That's right. And eat your vegetables. Good boy, Sam.
Sam,
yeah,
now
we
that
don't
it's the
want to...
holidays and I see your PFP, all I can think about is that Home Alone quote where the guy's like, "I'm gonna."
This is a family show, Woody, so keep it PG.
I think I just got
pardon.
Did I just get rugged a little bit? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You
Hello?
did.
On?
It sounded like you self-censored, is what it sounded like.
No. I said I got a phone call.
New bid of
I got a phone call in the middle of it.
31.62.
No, in Home Alone, when the guy's like, "I'm gonna pump your guts full of lead," it reminds me of the pencil.
Yeah.
Yes.
It makes me think of the Three Amigos. It says we're going to fill you so full of lead that you could use your as a pencil.
Apparently there's a pencil theme on today's show. I was not given the memo. Mike, since we have a little bit extra time here before the auction starts, maybe we can start with something fun. Tell us about your PFP. It is a Rainbow Zorb derivative. What's the deal with Rainbow Zorbs? I love it. That's actually, we had its creator. I believe those are from Onion, if I'm not mistaken, and we had the creator of those on a different space earlier today. So tell us a little bit about these derivatives. It's pretty cool.
Whoa, prolific. Yeah. Well, it all started with partnerships at rainbow.me, the email address that Jacob hit me up at.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. He didn't actually. I texted him, but
oh, you had me going.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like we wanted to make something fun. We felt like doing, like, I don't know, just like honestly, it's like a fun experiment to just see what would happen if we made a fun NFT. And we worked with Zora, to make Rainbow Zorbs. And yeah, it's honestly, it's truly insane how many people minted Rainbow Zorbs, and all of the crazy, like, explosive creative energy that just blew up that day with all of these fun derivatives. I think it's just like, I don't know, but it was really fun to watch happen. And yeah, I've been wearing, I honestly love all of the Rainbow Zorb derivatives that people have made, and I've just been kind of wearing different ones that I've collected. Like, I don't know, I've been kind of changing my PFPA every few days. But yeah, I really like this.
That's good. Never let them know who you are. You got to hide and change it every couple of days. It's important.
Yeah, I just like I just like how, like, there's kind of a Rainbow Zorb, but like kind of like the shape around it just is morphing between the different. You know what I mean? It's like my PFP is really a Rainbow Zorb, even though the other day it was kind of like the Milady Rainbow Zorb and like the Noggles Rainbow Zorb, etc.
That's how I am with a shark, but now I'm a box.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's like me and a flamingo, also in a box. There you go.
Yeah, the context is they're both members of a DAO that bought a box now, and so they made box versions of their favorite characters. So yeah, kind of similar crossover episodes.
Hell yeah. Hey, wait, can I ask some nouns questions? Because I'm a huge nouns respecter and
amazing
lover, but there's also truly so much happening that it's like, I don't know, it's just like you can spend so much time doing it, and I guess there's almost like simple things that I feel like I still never got answers to, which are like, okay, like
Yeah, please shoot away.
what are the rules for the for like the heads, right? Like, because I know that you can add like the NounsDAO can add new like SVG data, right? Like, and add new types of things that could be added to the
Yes.
random generation.
Yeah,
But like,
that's
is there
actually
sort of enforcement of like what are do any of you guys know like what have there been any particularly like extra controversial submissions, you know what I mean, that were like, oh, this shouldn't be like, I guess, what are the rules for what can be a head?
So actually, to date, the art has only been updated once, and it was on the anniversary.
No way.
And it was quite an affair. There was an entire contest that went on for several months for people to develop possible heads, and then there
No
was
way.
Tony,
a
it
whole
wasn't. It
committee.
wasn't even a contest. It started as the Noundry, a channel in Discord of just like share your nounish art, and then there was such good stuff. It eventually like led to them saying, "Should we do something with all this like amazing stuff?" And then it kind of
Wow.
became known that we were going to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'm familiar with that. I didn't realize that that was the one time that it ever was done. That's crazy.
Yeah.
the interesting
Only
thing
the one
is
time.
it could happen anytime. Like
Yes.
anyone could potentially submit a proposal that says include this piece of art in the protocol, and like ask for ETH with it, or just offer it for free. Depends what you want to do with that proposal, but you could just embed it in the transaction and propose to add it to the protocol at any time. Like anyone with two nouns or delegated
How have we
two
not
nouns or more.
seen that yet? Like,
Yeah, that's
like,
pretty
why is
crazy. Now that you
Murakami
think
not
about
like
it.
came and
Hey,
said like, hey,
Yeah.
you can have my Murakami flower as an actual noun, and you know, give me this.
Yeah. It's
Exactly.
interesting.
let's not.
So I did pin a tweet from Mike. So if you want to take a look up in the nest, you'll see I think what Mike is kind of getting at, and I'll let Mike do the talking on that.
Yeah, the rainbow's
Yeah, guys,
orb. Yeah.
we might be seeing a submission here really soon. Been really busy with some things, but you know, yeah, we're gonna.
I'm
I
here.
don't know. I think it'd be fun.
I'm here
I
for
like
it.
it.
I'm here to see things that haven't been done yet in nouns. That's what I love to see. So
Also,
that's
if it
really
didn't
cool idea.
look so cool, I might feel different, right?
Yeah,
Like
like
if it
if it
wasn't
was a
so cool
Walmart,
looking.
if it was like a Walmart head, I might think twice. I'd be like, I don't know.
What
I
would
really
a
feel
Walmart
like
head look like?
Zorbs. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry. It wasn't important. I was trying to imagine what a Walmart head would look like.
Just a bunch of walls.
Probably a W. That's what I was thinking of. But either way. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this episode sponsored by Walmart. So please do your Christmas shopping at Walmart, the Noun Square.
But if you
else,
want to spend something, no, I'm just kidding.
in regards to the artwork stuff, like Noundry was a channel in the Nouns Discord, and now that the Discord has disappeared, there's a few of us chipping away at a concept for building it out as a protocol where artists can perpetually keep submitting artwork and go through a few different curation layers until it gets onto the Noundry auction block. And then between DAO to DAO, from Noundry DAO to NounsDAO, could submit proposals and do rounds for themed traits and things like that. But keep the spirit of the Noundry channel alive, because that aspect of it was kind of the most exciting part. Like, it's really cool technically that we can all just submit traits whenever, but that vibe of everyone just creating art each day and then iterating and then sharing each other's art with each other and then editing each other's art and then just getting these things iterated to a point where we're like, yeah, there's a batch that stands out at this point. That sort of thing's like really cool.
Yo, are there any like limitations to like, is that actually so how would it work? Like, if you added new art like all the time, that just continuously gets added to the possibility set, like, or like to the like.
That's right. To the
You
random,
could like
the
subtract stuff too.
randomization. Yeah. Culturally, I
Is
think it
there
would be pretty. Culturally, I think it
No.
would be pretty difficult. Like, I don't think that
Yes.
new traits would get approved very easily, for sure. So they'd have to be
Yeah,
really
that's
great.
why we would put that you put the Noundry DAO as a layer in the middle where you've got rounds to submit the initial traits and contest, and then once they get submitted, the best ones get voted on, and then they get added to the Noundry protocol, and then the revenue from those can be split with the protocol and the artists. So like you're sort of creating an artist economy where everyone gets around and starts creating more and more traits and creates this pool of traits where over time, the cream will rise to the top. And then as a DAO, you could submit that to Nouns, or Nouns could actually request it from Noundry even.
All right, we're back in the countdown clock. Sorry, Ben.
You're right.
Countdown clock, 18 seconds left. I don't see any pending bids. Are we going to get another late minute entry here? I don't know. Looks like
We
it
got
might
a
be going
nice
to
3,
0x9F.
4, 5.
8 seconds left. 7 seconds left. Make sure you have your FOMO now.
Probably too late now.
Get ready,
Open in
everybody.
another window.
Go now, Nouns.
This one's pretty cool, but let's see what's next.
Basketball
Basketball
New
Hill.
owner of the
We get
campfire.
one
Let's
for
go.
Oh my God, oh my
Nouns
God, oh my God, oh my
first.
God.
Oh,
Yes.
I want that basketball.
Oh,
It's
man.
FOMO
Damn, you
time,
guys
man.
just
vinyl.
you guys
That
ditched the
was
rainbow
man.
real
Oh,
quick.
look at that
I
shark.
know.
Oh, the
And,
party
Just
shark.
the rainbow really
Oh, we
fast.
missed that
I'm
that
sorry.
basketball. Victor's going to kill us, man.
What rainbow?
that
I
was the
know.
one he
He
needed.
totally
What
got
rainbow?
distracted by a basketball.
We could get him the
Okay,
Nomo.
back to the rainbow. Back to the rainbow.
That's right. Make sure we rescue him, the Nomo, for sure.
We
You
need
guys,
this
you
is
guys
a-
read
rainbow.
Victor's prompt.
This feels like a
That
Ben
way
and
we
Jerry's
can
now.
remind him how we failed.
A rainbow or a wallet. We could do a wallet.
That's a
too.
very
Oh.
Canadian.
Actually, a
wallet
wallet would be good
Oh,
too.
smart.
Rainbow
Keep
What
an
about
open
a rainbow,
mind.
rainbow
Accessory.
shirt?
Open mind.
Ooh,
Yeah.
the rainbow shirt. Yeah, that would be good.
Exactly.
What about
That's
the
what I
was saying.
RGB glasses?
Hey,
Also,
wait,
if
Those
we
are
see,
some nice stuff.
What's
a
the-
rainbow
what
Zorb
website?
pop up, I don't know how we did it, but we should mint it.
FOMONouns.wtf.
Oh, that
How
is
can
a
I
clean
see-
blowfish.
How can
No.
I see what a
No.
wallet?
Blowfish.
But it is.
You know
Looks
what? We would have minted this one, but we're trying to get you a rainbow, Mike. So we're
You
just
can
gonna...
look at all of the traits at nouns.center/traits.
But don't
Screw
do it
off,
right now.
Scorpion.
Take FOMO with us.
Yeah.
Don't do it now. Save it for later. All right, we got Illuminati
Take a
Cactus.
Voxel cactus.
This guy's a total
Illuminati
prick.
Cactus.
I want
Yeah,
Rocco
that
to have Ben's voice.
Woody.
Get out of
23
town,
again.
couch.
That's a nice couch, but no. Sorry.
We do like
I
the
like
couch.
the vibe of the couch.
It has like a semi-rainbowish, with the RGB.
I can't vote against this couch.
No.
Yo,
It's Roy
yeah,
G.
the-
You guys are no discipline. No discipline.
Joshua
whatsoever.
thinks the
One
nouns
good
actually
noun.
get their feelings hurt if he doesn't vote for them.
True.
Oh,
He does think that.
burger copy.
Copy
cool.
burger. Copy burger.
Josh goes home after FOMO and writes a letter to every noun that he voted against.
No, that's why I was such a big proponent for Nomo.
Nomo?
I'm like,
Dino
no,
time.
Ooh, time for dinos. That's tiny
that's
dinos.
That's a
dinos.
clean one.
That's
Dino
only
Dinos,
for
that's
the
it.
Tiny.
Old time.
Oh, that's a
Tiny
nice
dinos.
bagpipe. It's really crazy.
He's a
I don't know
that
why
looks
it looks like a conflicted boomer for some reason.
He's
Like it's trying to be
not
cool.
crazy. He's
Oh,
got
that's
Okay, that's-
rainbowish.
Ooh,
That is
abstract
rainbowish.
information.
Oh,
Abstract
we didn't really think
information,
about
anyone?
that,
No?
did we? That would have been good.
No.
This
I mean,
just
it's
looks
not
like
good enough.
It's
I
like
mean,
a
probably what will
excellent.
happen
tutorial
is
on
we'll just
Rubik's
keep
Cube.
trying for the perfect noun for a while, and then we'll eventually settle for something
And then we
a
give
little
up.
less specific. But we'll try our best. This is a rainbow shirt. We
Something
could've got that one.
aesthetic. Yeah, that was a nice shirt.
Yeah,
Dino
maybe
Dino
we're
fan.
not being
Just
creative
not a
enough.
fan. Yeah,
Why
not a
is it
fan.
every time that we're trying for a specific noun, all the dinos come out just to taunt Ryan Mack?
But just to
Because
be
all
clear,
the
we've had like
dinos died off.
We've had like 80% rainbow traits within like the glasses being RGB rainbow
Yeah.
shirts. Like every color combination, we had like what is it? What kind of painting or something?
There's
Yeah,
another
they
one.
keep
Here's
coming.
another one. Here's
That ring
another
with an
one.
anchor on it was
RGB
pretty
glasses.
interesting if it was a wedding
God,
ring.
so cool. I love this
Hey,
one.
hey, Mike. One time we tried for half an hour to mint a weed head for noun 420 and failed. But hopefully that won't happen today.
We sure did. We got rugged on that one.
You did.
Mhm.
Yep.
We got it the day after though, so that was cool.
Yeah. So now 422 means that in the nouniverse.
X copy and cheese.
Yeah, CCO
Copy and cheese.
macaroni.
I would love to see an X copy macaroni painting. That'd be really, really nice.
That would be cool. Ooh,
Oh,
Like
man,
something-
that's a nice
Velvet.
Oh my God.
That is ugly as hell.
Sorry,
Vote
Ben.
no! Vote no! Jarman
Sorry,
wants to be
Ben.
the only zebra.
Do zebras
Maybe
always
he
have to
wanted
wear?
another
This is like his little
zebra.
son.
Sam,
He
do
might have
zebras
wanted
always
some
have
nice
to wear
ramen.
stripes even when they're wearing clothing? Is that a thing?
They don't have to, but they usually do.
It's a social
It's a choice.
consensus.
Yeah.
I prefer business zebras
Oh,
myself.
that's a
By the
pretty
way,
cool noun.
if you're looking
One
for the
over
holy grail
N
of meat,
kilograms.
it's
What's that
zebras.
say?
Pound for pound, you get the best protein from zebra steaks.
I don't.
All right.
I
mean,
don't, but
you're
I don't know
missing
what
out.
you do.
Well,
You know,
every
Jarman
Christmas
was
we
in
order
the
some.
audience earlier. I think he left. I hope so, because I hope he didn't hear that. Jeez.
There's only
That's
one
rough.
supply near me.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
Oh,
this
Oh, that's kind of
Sasquatch is
that
so
tough.
good.
Sasquatch.
Is
that's
this
so
Oh
not
my
good.
good
God,
enough? Like,
so
you know what I
good.
mean? Is it not good enough?
Oh, that
Not good
Sasquatch
All right,
enough.
everybody,
looks.
everybody,
What else?
Not
Do you...
human
good enough.
Oh,
experiment.
you're not
It's
entertained?
got to be a Yeti.
That
Oh,
chicken or the
Sasquatch
egg?
looked.
The
That
chicken or the
Chicken
Sasquatch.
or the
egg?
Chicken and
egg?
the egg.
Oh my God.
Oh my
That
god.
Oh
Sasquatch
my
looked like the
god.
logo for every like movie studio in the 80s
Oh,
at the
this
start
is
of
a
the
cool
movie.
Oh,
fan.
Noggles fan. Oh my gosh. So
All
many good
right, now
ones.
we're getting into
This,
the punishment phase.
This is where it gets tough.
Well,
this
we can
happens
know about
every
these
Where
single
the
more.
time we try
discipline
for a
leaves us.
specific noun. Axe
Oh
banana.
man,
Axe
axe
banana.
banana. Can it get better than that?
It's a
All
banana
right,
axe.
everybody think rainbow. Everybody
Potassium.
think of a rainbow right
Rainbow,
now. Think of
rainbow,
a
Yeah,
rainbow.
good
rainbow,
idea.
rainbow,
Rainbow.
Think of a
rainbow,
rainbow.
rainbow.
Think.
That's cheese,
Rainbow.
isn't
Hey,
it?
we almost
Rainbow.
got it. There's some thought balloon. You know, it's going up. It's going up. But
Think of a
somebody said
rainbow.
cheese.
Rainbow.
Rainbow shirt with a wallet even.
No one
Ooh,
likes a
Yeah.
book.
that's
Get out of here.
We get the
We
No.
widest
don't
noun
read.
ever.
We
And
get
I'll
We
the
tell you
don't read
what.
on the Noun Square.
book
Get out of
value.
here.
You can tell. You
Book
can
I
tell
like
value.
people
books
don't read
now.
The
proposals
book
either.
value noun.
got a doctor's
Oh,
vibe.
Whoa.
speaking of Jarman,
Noun
there's your
ship.
pirate ship.
Nice pirate ship.
There's your pirate. I'm sorry.
A beautiful pirate ship. Yo, how many times can we play Nomo in a
I've
row and
seen
get
better.
different nouns?
When you have a pirate ship, you can't just say yo. You have to say yo ho ho.
That's right.
Yo ho ho, yo ho ho.
Oh, you know the
Now
good news.
you're
We're going to
doing it,
see
me
all
boy.
of the nouns we saw today in Nomo.
You don't
If we
like
see a
my
whole
Okay.
page here.
Splat.
That's right. Hey, Prof, are you proud of
Where's
me?
the
The
plot
drill
when you
came up,
need
and
it?
I didn't say this is not a drill, so you should be proud of me.
That's right.
You didn't. I'm very proud of you.
First time for everything.
You
We got an
nailed
axe
it.
cassette.
Cutting
This is
it
kind
up
of
on
The
cool.
whole entire cassette makes that sound. You just play it for 30 minutes per side.
It's the Scream soundtrack.
It's the
Oh,
scream
man.
from the mushrooms.
Putty
So
wine.
Mike, for example, Mike, this trait, this wine barrel head, was added on the anniversary this
Yeah.
year. It was not part of the original collection.
The wall
Safe.
But
safe.
this safe was always in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
So
always
there
been a
were
safe
multiple
choice.
submissions.
It's always been a
There were
safe
also
choice in the
Safe choice.
collection.
submissions.
I thought it was a left-handed Game Boy.
Oh,
Aw,
Scott.
Otter,
I think
no.
we
The
ought to
otter head
choose
is
this
so
one.
small.
Cute
You
otter.
ever have some otter cheese?
Now they're just going to get really cute, where you feel really bad letting them go.
Another macaroni, a Harry Potter macaroni.
Yeah.
I like this
Yeah.
one.
Harry Potter.
This does always happen
What
though. Every time we're going
cheese?
for a specific head.
Hey, there's
41.
no
Damn,
Aw.
that
Fred.
guy's too cool.
Oh, that's preschool 4156.
Yeah.
I'm
It's like
saying yes.
41
I'm
in
saying
the
yes.
70s.
That
Yeah.
thing's too cool.
Gavel
Right,
chicken.
Gavel.
A judgy chicken.
Judgy chicken.
I hate when chickens are
Judgy
judgy.
chicken.
It's like one of those
Chickens
meat
are very
hammocks just
judgy.
beating the chicken flat.
They are very judgy.
He said, "Get out of here, judgy chicken."
Oh, that's a good shower.
Ryan Mack should like the
Is that
trivia.
Mr. Is that
Technically,
Mr.
there-
Boney?
Something for Mr. Boney.
The
Is
water
that
bed.
Mr. Boney?
Come on.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Sam agrees.
Can we make it?
Sam agrees the showers are for the birds.
Yeah,
Oh
for
my
Victor,
God, get out.
for Victor.
I
Let's
heard
do it. Let's do it for
No,
Victor.
Toady, it's actually bird
Rock
bath,
donation.
not
Come
bird
on,
bath.
come
Oh
on.
man, people
This
almost
is
went
so
against.
wrong.
Sweet kid.
This is a beautiful
Oh, come
basketball.
That's
on.
what
Oh,
he said.
man.
Sorry.
How did you guys not pick the
Oh.
basketball? Come on.
Well,
I
we're
did.
trying for a
Did it
rainbow,
have
but
did
people
it have the
almost did
Celtics
still
colors?
choose the basketball. People
The
almost said,
basketball
"Screw
was
that
really
Mike guy.
pretty.
We're going for the
Retainer
basketball."
down.
A second ago.
Retainer there with pink nozzle.
Nah,
That's so good.
but we
That
just
was
gotta
a
show love to
Celtics
Victor.
We can do
basketball
better.
It's
too.
Come
not
on.
That was beautiful.
That just
Hey,
has extra slobber on it.
Prof, you could start a DAO for a legal fund.
No,
Maybe we use that one.
no.
The retainer?
Ooh,
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Retainer DAO, yeah.
Retainer DAO.
Registering gravity.
You'll have to
Follow fans.
Nomo it now though.
That's right. You get a wizard if
Trogdor.
possible. For wizard
Trogdor the
style.
Aardvark.
Let's get a wizard.
You know what's
yeah,
gonna happen?
wizards
We're gonna get a
too.
rainbow head, and nobody's gonna be.
It's all
Everyone's gonna
rainbows.
vote it down by mistake.
I know.
That's true.
Oh, Christmas shark gal.
Remember,
I feel like, what if we want the rainbow with the, sorry, the
Rainbow
wallet with the rainbow bottom?
Kino Santa.
Yeah, that'd be the best, I reckon.
yeah,
Wallet with
Toshi.
rainbow
Let's make
stripe.
it more specific.
Yeah, hot
Then
pepper.
what
Come
could go
on.
wrong?
Maybe we can sit here for 37 years and find it.
Yeah, Mike, you're not allowed to leave, and I hope you
It's
have the
gonna
next
have
3
the
hours.
disco noggles.
Voice.
Wow, that's a bright
Voice
idea.
season.
That's a good
Going
idea.
nowhere.
Hey,
We're
Mike,
just
you didn't have
pushing
any
this
plans for
further
this
and
weekend,
further.
did you?
Yo, I'm committed.
Oh,
Kind of
For
colorful.
Christmas. For Christmas. Yes,
Christmas.
yes,
Come
yes.
on. All right, I think we gave up.
Let's get this one.
I think we missed it.
No.
Oh, this one's good.
Well, that would have been quite nice for the holidays.
Tell me about my rainbow shirt.
That's a
Talk to me
rainbow.
about my rainbow shirt. There you go.
That is, but one of the colors is
But that's,
invisible, though.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of
Invisible rainbow.
Or giant.
Okay. Okay, we're moving the goalposts here. We're gonna do anything vaguely rainbowish.
Anything that has color.
So you want some wet spam?
Rainbows.
Oh, shower
some wet
spam.
spam.
Don't you guys hate shower spam? That's the worst.
Tuna
Like
rain.
anything
That's
with
my favorite
color.
song.
Here's brown.
Back in
Shower spam is-
elementary school, I wrote an ode to spam, and it went like this: Spam, spam, you're not like ham. Pig is not your mother, man. You poor thing came from a
Oh,
This one.
rainbow.
Come on,
here's
come
one,
on.
here's one.
Looking good.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, guys.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Oh,
Sam,
my
that's
God.
totally your
I don't think
fault.
so.
My stomach just grumbled at the
Oh
same
my
time, and it
God.
just literally went. "Meow."
Oh, man.
That was
Sam.
sad. That was so good.
Hey, Sam, you have any more poems from elementary school that you can distract
Yeah, I
us
didn't
with?
finish
So
it
that we,
though. Spam, spam.
so we can't get
Not
the
your mother,
noun we're
man.
trying to
Poor
make?
thing from a can. Oh yeah.
Jeez
I don't
Louise.
remember
book
the other part.
value, book value.
Oh, man.
Did he say book value?
Who's
Not only
actively
was it an
taking
RGB
bombs?
head, but it
value.
was an RGB
That's
head.
funny.
Oh,
With
hey, I like this cone. It gets a thumbs up for me. I got a
World
special
Cup-ish.
place in my heart for the cone.
You're just
It
saying
gives
that
me
because
that,
the
that song, the safety dance vibes.
I'm not a fan
I'm
of this
kind
one.
of a fan of this one. I am a fan of this one. Just because of the shirt.
Our third
Usually
fan.
this game is pretty quick.
Our second
Usually it's
event.
Ugly now. Come on, fuck. So ugly.
Another huddle event.
We can do
All
better.
right, we got. I can feel another rainbow coming on. Get your fingers ready. Let's go.
Active
Come
players
on,
are
let's do it.
33. Robot
Oh, God.
cow.
Gross.
Self-driving car
Car.
there. Robot car. Robot car. Ooh,
You're
chain
a capybara.
Two narrows.
You didn't get a capybara yet.
Wait, are you
Just
guys seeing?
pretend those are like elephants.
Somebody has like the most insane
Who's
soundtrack
standing?
going on to this space.
Not I.
Yeah.
Someone
I
is
don't know
standing
who-
in
Bombs
traffic.
rip,
Playing
cars
phone in
driving,
traffic.
cranking.
Who's standing in traffic, guys? Don't do it. It's dangerous.
I think it's
We got
Aqua.
a rock bot.
This rock could not have.
I'm not
less
mad at
rainbow.
you. I was actually low key liking the soundtrack. Not gonna lie.
Oh, noun chest.
We're
Oh,
just
man.
hanging out in all these cool places.
You know what? The rainbow's inside the chest.
Treasure.
Yeah, we're straying further and further from God's light with every.
Yes!
Rainbow.
Yes,
Rainbow.
rainbow.
Oh my God.
Come on,
That was
pirate.
so good.
We got
Oh
it.
my
days.
God.
It was
Come on.
worth
It
it.
was
When
so
it's
good.
worth it,
Someone
it's worth
do
This
it.
has got to be it. Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
wait,
Oh
what?
my God.
Settle?
You've got to
Did
be
we not
kidding
get
me.
it? Oh my God.
How
Let
did
me
you
just
not get that?
Cody, we might
probably
need
a better
manually
rainbow
do
coming.
something here.
That's so crazy.
Probably a
though.
That was
better
so
rainbow. That was
perfect.
a fantastic rainbow.
Perfect.
Huh.
You know that we
Okay,
got
I'm gonna
played.
get the
Just
settlement
sad.
contract up just in case. I think something might be going on. Yeah, that's weird. We should have got that one.
Because that one should have settled.
No, I think it was
Like
9-21.
I'm gonna be honest though, whether
it?
whether we
Okay.
got it or not, having that moment was worth it. That was pretty fun.
It was
Having that
beautiful.
moment where we
We
didn't get the
we
one
have
we
to get
wanted.
that one on Nomo.
But we saw it.
Oh
that it was
man,
created
I
right
love me
there
some
in our
cherry
front of our
pie.
eyes.
Like Warren.
Ugh.
All
We
right,
saw an
I'm ready with
amazing
the
pie
mercy.
Sweater.
yesterday, Sam.
I'm ready with
Oh.
the mercy settle next time we
Okay.
see a rainbow. Can't
All right.
can't trust FOMO
Mhm.
today. We've missed too many rainbows.
We've missed
It's not
too
even like
many,
we just
so.
didn't get a rainbow. We've just dropped the ball now 3
We got
times.
2 really killer ones that we didn't get. We should have.
Oh
Oh,
man,
Ooh.
nothing goes better with a side of fries than deep fried capybara.
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 Yeah, a South American
He's
treat.
so docile. He comes up
Capybara
and
and
he's like, "You
fries.
want to rub my belly while you eat some fries?"
Oh,
Oh,
that's
there we go.
rainbow.
Plain
That's
rainbow.
pretty good.
Plain
Ooh.
rainbow. Get it.
Somebody's
Nah.
Cody's
missing
trying
it.
to mint it.
Get it.
I tried
Someone's
my
Get it,
best.
Cody.
attempting.
Rainbow.
Oh.
There you
Wait,
go.
what?
We got
There
it.
we go.
Oh,
We got it, Tony.
Hey.
all across the
What is
channel.
No.
Well, it's got
We can
rainbow
get that rainbow
shirts.
now
So,
in Nomo.
all right.
And it's in the
So,
sky.
Oh
Yeah,
my
but
God!
that
Look at
let's
all
get
those Nomo
the
nouns.
let's
All
get
right,
the
look how
let's
many
get the
guys.
nomos
pirate.
we got
Let's get the
today.
pirate.
Oh my God.
This
Okay,
is
everybody
real.
go to
The pirate.
nomo.wtf. We
Oh
got one
my
more quick
goodness.
game to play. I
We
promise
got
it's
to
not
get
as
a
long.
rainbow
It
one
really will
or the
only take
basketball.
31 seconds to play.
All right,
So
we
go to
gotta get the
nomo.wtf.
pirates to
Choose
rainbow.
your
Let's go.
favorite noun that we missed.
Sunset
Choose your
Sasquatch
favorite
on a
noun that we
yellow.
missed and click as many times as
Pirate ship rainbow.
possible.
I do
Pirate
like
ship
this
rainbow.
RGB
sunset
pop.
Sasquatch.
That basketball.
I think we should get the
basketball,
rainbow
the Celtics
RGB.
one. I like it.
I think
Which
RGB
one?
with
That one?
RGB
All
glasses.
right.
We got to
Rainbow
get it
pop.
from Mike.
Rainbow
Go.
Or
pop.
pirate
Let's go.
rainbow. Pirate rainbow.
I
Pirate
like
rainbow.
Sunset
5
Sasquatch too
seconds
much, I
left.
think.
Rainbow
5
pop is
seconds
kind of
left.
hot. I'm going. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
I'm
And
one
it
of the
with
has
you,
the
rainbows
Ben.
rainbow
for him. Let's
glasses.
go.
Definitely
Let's
rainbow
go.
pirate.
Oh no, my wallet's not connected.
Don't sleep.
Oh, man. No.
You're out of the game then, Ben.
No, I'm back in, baby. My wallet's ready to
See ya,
go.
baby.
All right, I'm going for the basketball just for a little bit.
Rainbow.
You don't even have a gaming mouse, boy.
Rainbow.
I'll switch to pirate ship rainbow in a minute.
Oh, where did it go? There it is.
Where is he? Oh, he's top right corner. Dang it.
Rainbow.
Book
Who's
value,
going for the book?
baby.
Why are you going for the book? What's
Book
wrong with you?
value.
Oh,
LL Cool J taught me that
We're
reading was
going for
cool.
book value, baby.
No, we gotta go rainbow pop. We gotta stay focused.
Rainbow versus rainbow. Rainbow versus Sasquatch.
Oh my God, it's coming down
Yo,
to
how
a
do we get
rainbow
Speed
battle
to
here.
play
I
this
can
game
see
with
it.
us?
Book value.
Battle of the two rainbows.
Which one? I don't know.
Which one do you want, Mike? You gotta tell us. We're gonna
I
get
think
to
I
the
want
end
the
here. You
left
gotta
one.
let us
Come on,
know.
the
Last
left.
round.
Wait, why
Come
are
on,
there
the
3
left.
left?
Why do we have 3?
Holy shit!
Because we had more, it
It's a
has to keep
tie. It was a
halving.
tie.
Oh my God.
This is what happens when you play
This is
long
crazy.
promo.
Okay, I want the pirate one.
Oh, no.
Bigfoot,
Dude.
everybody,
Yes,
Sasquatch
this
Bigfoot.
is
versus
how we
Rainbow
got through the
Pirate. Here we
sunset. I'm
go.
trying
Final
so hard
round.
for the
Crack your
sunset.
knuckles. Crack your knuckles. Here we
Rainbow
go.
Let's
All right,
get
pirate
it.
I don't know if we're
Ben,
going
you
to get
should
this
stop
sunset
it.
God
Sasquatch.
damn
Rainbow
it.
pirate.
Let go of that Sasquatch.
Who
We
got
could
the
have got to
gaming mouse?
1,000 clicks if we had consensus first.
Could be our first 1,000.
Nice.
900.
That was good. And we had like 4 or 5 on the
Most
other one. So we
most
cracked
clicks
1,000
ever.
clicks just in the
That was
final round.
That
fun.
was
Crazy.
the coolest
19
thing I've
players.
ever done.
That was fun.
That's amazing. Thanks for the feedback. We managed to FOMO and NOMO Mike rainbowish nouns today, so that's pretty cool. Now, Mike, you said you had a question about nouns. I bet you have more now. After FOMO
Whoa.
and NOMO, what was your experience like playing with us today?
Man, yeah, that was crazy. FOMO was like, yeah, very FOMO inducing, very rapid.
Yeah.
I love Nomo nouns though. Oh my gosh. I particularly love the emoji freaking
Flying
cool mode.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
like,
Mike, I had it in my
Explosion of
notes.
do you guys know
emojis.
about cool mode?
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
it in my notes to ask you about that because you guys have that same type of thing on rainbow.me, I noticed.
Yes. We are really big believers in cool. We call that cool mode. Cool mode is when you click
Okay.
around and emojis fly out.
Yeah.
we think that like it just makes software better when it has cool mode.
Can I do this in the Rainbow wallet on iOS?
You can do it in like some places in the app. Yeah, it's not like I don't know if anyone's ever considered making global cool mode for the Rainbow mobile app.
How do I make it happen in Rainbow right now on iOS?
For
Tell us
example,
right
like,
now.
let me actually think, because we just shifted the layout. Let me think where it exists. So it certainly exists in, actually, wait. I think that the effect got slightly shifted. If you press and hold the name of your wallet, like the wallet switcher thingy, the
Oh,
emoji will
yeah.
fly out. It used to let you mash it. I'm trying to think if wait, Daniel, one of my, the product people at Rainbow is here. I wonder if because I used to, back in the day, I used to write code. I used to write a lot of the code that made Rainbow, but I haven't touched the code base in a hot minute. And I know that a lot of the Easter eggs that I used to hide around have gotten changed or moved, or just like they're different now, and I don't have a mental list of the. I don't have the exhaustive list of the
Well,
hidden.
it's interesting because now I've got all these
Is
Easter eggs
Daniel
to
on the
search
Rainbow
for.
app, Mike?
What's that? Yeah, Daniel
Is
Sinclair here in the audience.
Oh, I'll try to find him and see if we can bring him up. But I'm so glad you brought that up, because when I was digging around on Rainbow site earlier today, I noticed that. I use the app all the time, but first time I was actually on the site on desktop, and I was like, oh my God, they have the same tooltip thing that we have on Nomos. So that was kind of a cool coincidence.
Yeah. And then
Amazing.
we have cool mode in Rainbow Kit as well. So if you go to like rainbowkit.com or actually, let's see, yeah, rainbowkit.com, and then you go in the docs, there's a cool mode section. I've tweeted about cool mode. I don't know, it's fun. But yeah, it's like,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm very insistent that all of our new software has cool mode.
Because it's cool.
It just makes it software better. Yeah, I guess, if I'm being serious for a second, like I love mashing buttons and like fidgeting and like pressing things in apps just for fun. I think it's like, I don't know, it's like a fidget spinner almost. And
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I like you people.
Yeah,
Dude, I
then
think
yeah,
we should send. I think we should just send the code to our dev Volky that built Nomo and see if he says anything. Because this is like the exact same thing, dude. I'm on it right
Yeah,
now.
maybe
It's
he
amazing.
maybe he
Rainbow
did
Kit?
take inspiration from it. It could be.
For sure.
But yeah, either way, it's pretty awesome. I do want to get into, Mike, a few things. I'd love to hear about your own background and also ask some questions about Rainbow. Before I do that, I just want to say one last thing about Nomo, the game we just played. If you enjoyed playing and you want to keep one of those Nomos as a souvenir, Nomo Noun 546 should be on the screen there. You can mint it now for $9 USD. So not a whole lot, and all the proceeds go to TNS here to help us do what we do every single day here, make us less reliant on DAO funding and more crypto natively funded. So that's our little spiel on Nomo. There's also some gamification and some other things coming down the line for Nomos, and you may want to have some in your wallet. Also, they just look cool, right? So that's nice as well.
I just minted one.
Awesome. Love it. It was made for you. It's got the rainbow shirt. You had to have one. So yeah, why don't we get right into a little bit of your history? First of all, I apologize that we're only getting into this like 30 minutes.
One quick thing. One quick thing I do want to say. Now that you own a Nomo, you will be required to vote in the Noun Square contest, which you have the ability to do now that you own a Nomo.
Sorry, you have now minted a responsibility. Congratulations. You're now
Let's go.
We're definitely this is what Nouns is all about. This is what happens.
Good first day on the job, though, right?
How do I stay in the loop about my new responsibility?
Honestly, you just need to follow the clock. The clock that you hear talking here, Toady Hawk here on the clock. Wow, that sounded
every
like
day.
something I've never said
Every
before.
day at noon, you can join Toady and I for a lunchbox on weekdays. That's 12 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, we have like 40 spaces here, Mike, but the main one is this one that you're on right now, our flagship that we've been running now for 186 days straight. And all of the info about all those spaces comes out of the clock's mouth here. So if you or anyone else wants to stay abreast, just follow us here. Just follow us here. It's not a trap,
It's a
Woody.
trap.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. All right, so let's just assume for a second, maybe there's some people in the audience that don't know who you are and don't know what Rainbow is. So I'd love it if you could just give a little bit of background on how you came into the crypto sphere as an engineer and how Rainbow came to be, please.
Hi, I'm Mike Rainbow. I joined crypto in like 2018 after watching the bull run, the bull cycle of 2017. And I guess I also had been always curious and watched crypto from kind of a distance, or not a distance. Honestly, that makes it sound far. I was very online. I've seen crypto forever, but something's a switch flipped in 2018 for me where I was like, this shit is never going away. It's impossible for it to go away. And I just I don't know, it felt worth just jumping in completely. Yeah, and I guess yeah, I'm a computer kid. I've always been a computer kid. I'm like a front end engineer. And I left, when I jumped into crypto in 2018, I was looking for a team to work with, or I wanted to work on something that was super, I wanted to build a good product that was something that people loved and that made an impact, and moved the needle kind of in that product sphere. And I wanted to work with a team that really valued design, in a very, very serious way. And yeah, I met my co-founders Christian and Jen working at another company that ended up turning into Rainbow, really, when it sort of, that previous company fell apart kind of. But
was that Balance.io?
Yeah, that was Balance. But yeah, basically the open, the code base that we were working on, and the product we were building was basically, it was GPL open source, right? The code's on GitHub and it's licensed under GPL open source license, which is the most permissive software license. And yeah, so we started Rainbow and have been working on Rainbow ever since. It's it was really clear to us back then how important wallets were. It's you need to use them in order to do any of the other cool things happening in the space. It just was an absolute prerequisite tool that just simply needed to exist, and they were so bad. And yeah, I guess Rainbow is Rainbow's just we're trying to just make the best, most fun Ethereum wallet. Right now it's for mobile. We have an iOS and Android app that you can use it and connect to dApps with Wallet Connect. And it has bridging and swapping directly built into the app. And it also makes NFTs look freaking beautiful. And we try to
To be honest with you, it makes everything look beautiful, especially compared to a lot of the other offerings on the market, in my opinion.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's actually why I started
Yeah,
using
it's dope.
Rainbow, because of the visuals of NFTs in your wallet. The amount of wallets I use and have used, it was a huge standout for sure, purely for that reason.
Especially for onboarding new people as well. Like if people
Yeah.
who know a lot about crypto are switching from MetaMask to use this because it looks beautiful, just think about how many people who don't know anything about MetaMask who are going to see this and be like, this is way
Do you
prettier.
It's
do
just
you
so much
guys
easier.
find when you onboard people that they use are they using their phone or their computer? I'm curious.
I
A lot of
onboard
people are
people
definitely
with
mobile
phones
native.
these days.
Yeah.
Abacus.
Yeah. Only Abacus and Carrier Pigeon. It's really difficult.
From
Yeah, well,
experience,
chicken bones. I always like to consult the bones.
Definitely phone for me.
yeah, from my experience onboarding people, the ones that I onboard with like browser extension style wallets or Frame or anything like that, they only tech guys get it. The rest of them don't continue using it. And if I onboard them with Rainbow Wallet on an iOS, they get it. They start digging around. They start looking at stuff. You can send them things like, "Oh, you have a look in your wallet," and like it just makes more sense to them. It's easier, and retention in the space is better for onboarding.
Yeah,
Yo,
and I
thank you.
mean, functionality is important too, though. Like I've used the same brand of wallet since I first got into crypto, and just one day my mobile wallet just stopped working. It wouldn't do anything anymore, and so I had to basically do all of my crypto stuff on a desktop for a pretty long time, like 4 or 5 months, until I found Rainbow, and then I just never went back to using the other one because obviously they're not updating their app properly. If that can happen, right? So imagine for people who are new to the space, that's got to be super frustrating. So I think what you guys are doing and making it more accessible is really important.
We're trying to make Rainbow better all the time. We recently just actually did a big kind of overhaul of the onboarding flow a little bit, like where uh, when you create a wallet in Rainbow for the first time uh, and don't have any assets in it, we show you a lot more kind of on like uh, like we show you the interface basically changes to be a bit more beginner friendly.
That's really cool. And actually, I'm about to tweet something and pin it here because I did want to bring it up and commend the team on this too. But learn.rainbow.me, I was playing around with the site and I got onto that. And it looks almost like a Notion document, but prettier. And it has literally every question that a new person to crypto could possibly have about how to use crypto with a wallet. And I just wanted to say, like, you guys just knocked it out of the park with that. And I'm going to start using it as a resource to onboard people because it's really easy to digest. And I'm going to pin that here so people can
Thank
see it.
you so much. I want to shout out, like, honestly, blown away with how often people reach out and say that the content on learn.rainbow.me, just like how much people love it. I want to shout out though Taylor and Catherine from Rainbow for just like crushing it on that stuff, and we're actually planning on making it even better very soon.
Ooh, Alpha
Yeah, we're
League.
gonna be like we're realizing how powerful it is, and want to we're investing more in it.
Yeah, I think that's super important because I mean, just grabbing a wallet is fine, but if you don't know what to do with it or how to use it safely, it's not really a great onboarding experience. Nounish Prof, you have a question for Mike?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, or actually just a comment that I've used Rainbow.me, the desktop, the laptop version in the classroom with my students to kind of show
Whoa.
different NFTs very easily and to look into other people's wallets and be like, here, this is Shaq's wallet or something like that, because it's really a fun way to do it. And I also love that I can see my POAPs right from there.
Yes,
So that's another
we
reason. Yeah.
we love the POAPs. We care a lot about the POAPs actually, and the POAP people. Yeah, we work with them to make sure that the POAP experience is crisp. And that's actually crazy that you were saying that you use the web, like the web profiles thing, in the school, and like the story about like Shaq. That's so funny that you say that because like we're actually uh like basically building that into the mobile app, like where basically you'll be able to see or more easily almost like look at almost like celebrity or otherwise notable ENS names and kind of like peep their wallets and stuff, and basically give people who are onboarding kind of like better suggestions for wallets to watch.
That's
And
actually one
part
of
of that
Ben
too is
Body
like
down there.
when
That's
I
one of his favorite
favorite
features.
things
He's
to
a
do, right?
certified wallet stalker. He's got like 50,000 people
And
that he follows the wallet stuff.
and in doing that, I was also able to be like, okay, this is, probably one that he actually minted, and these are
Yeah.
ones that somebody just sent to him. And it was actually, so it could be very educational in that way to kind of talk through the differences and what are these different things. And so it's been super helpful in that regard to actually in the classroom and part of onboarding. So I appreciate that.
Wow, thank you. We love that. I can't believe that's wait, can you speak more? So you're saying that you're in school and you're talking about crypto?
Yeah.
That seems pretty rad.
I teach at Florida Gulf Coast University, and I teach in the School of Entrepreneurship, and started a course in blockchain about almost a year ago. So last January was the first time we taught it, and so I've taught it 2 semesters
Mike,
now.
she literally
So I've
with her
actually,
class
used
made a
it,
Nounish
literally.
extension collection with her class live in class like 2 semesters ago. It's pretty awesome.
So we're talking about some big kids here. These aren't
College,
little kids. These are some big kids.
College,
Yeah.
college age.
One step at a
Hell
time.
yeah.
One step at a time.
Yeah, that's so cool.
You'll be happy to know, Mike, that we do have a POAP for this show every single day too. So you'll be able to grab that a little bit later with us and put it in your Rainbow wallet.
Hell yeah.
That point about the POAP is interesting. Go ahead. Sorry, Mike. I think, by the way, we're dealing with some latency issues on Spaces. I can kind of pick up on it that people are not hearing each other and we're talking over each other. So I apologize about that Twitter Spaces things, but go ahead, Mike.
I think it's because we're mostly just rude. No, I'm just kidding.
Could be a mixture. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
No, I actually, please, I insist. I think that you have a good flow to the conversation. I want to go along with it.
All I was going to say that piece about POAP is sort of interesting as well, because it speaks to the fact that no matter what network the NFTs or the resources are that you have in your wallet, they all show kind of together, which is one of the nice features about Rainbow as well. Why did you guys decide to go that route with the UI?
Yeah, so it's like we think that layer 2s are awesome, and like these other EVM chains are awesome and can be really great for new people and also for just different kinds of use cases. Some like low value use cases. Maybe it's it's super okay for that to be happening on a network with little with tiny transaction fees and like a kind of different security model, right? And yeah, so with Rainbow, we really just hated the way that other like wallets were handling switching between these networks, and felt like, damn, like my wallet address is the same across all of these networks. It's like mentally, I'm thinking about it. It's like the same wallet. Like, why can't I see all of the stuff in my wallet? Like, why do I need to switch networks?
It also really scares new people too sometimes, when they switch a network or they forget what network they're on, and then they wonder where their assets are.
Yeah.
On
so like,
other apps, not on Rainbow.
Yeah. No, I totally feel you. On other, so it's like, so yeah, I don't know. We've started to make layer 2 like feature parity a priority for us and kind of a requirement for new stuff going forward, right? So if we want to add functionality to Rainbow, we want to make sure that we add it on all of the networks, and have parity across them. There's still some things that like we don't have feature parity on right now. Like you might notice that on like layer 2 networks or Polygon, you can't like send NFTs, but that'll be happening soon.
Yo, the Zorbs are nice looking. I'm like looking at my Rainbow wallet, and I got like the Zorb and then the Zorb with noggles. It's like
we're talking about the
pretty
Rainbow
nice.
Zorbs.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yo, I mean, so I like, you guys know about like OG Zorbs?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I got like 4.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, see, I just like, the coolest thing about Rainbow Zorbs to me is that it's like, it is a derivative. It's a derivative of Zorbs. And like, I think that Zorbs were honestly a really clever, like, the Zorbs as a brand are like honestly pretty insane. It didn't hit me at first. For a long time, I was like, these hipsters have a gradient as their avatar, right? Like, look at all these hipsters with a fucking gradient as their fucking avatar. Like, where's your face, right? But then I realized how truly flexible and versatile the simple shape that a Zorb is. And if you look at even like Zora properties, like I always forget the URL. Is it nouns.build? Yeah, it's nouns.build.
Yep.
I always think it's .builder.
That's right.
But like if you look at their footer, like I just like love how you can use the Zorb as basically like you can use it as a glyph. It's just such a versatile
Is Zorb
shape.
CCO?
I think that like I don't know. I don't think that it is, and I think that they are like, fuck, we should have did it I don't even know, but it's
Is it even possible to like?
CCO.
We'll get
It's just
the
a
answer.
gradient ball. Is it possible to?
I don't know if you can copyright a pearl or a sphere.
Not with that attitude, Sam.
Trademark though.
Correct.
It's
I mean, you could,
Yeah.
but I don't know how well it would hold up.
In its context.
I mean, with the name, yes, but
secondary.
Sorry, Woody. I think your hand was up for a second.
Yeah, I just I had a really interesting question, like about just general onboarding. I know there was really a dope educational component to the website and stuff.
Yeah.
But being a wallet and hearing us talk about all of these really niche things with different chains and all these different these terms and things of that nature, like I think the general consensus is that in the future it's going to just be a normalized thing, right? Where concert tickets and music and art and tokens and whatever is all going to just be quote unquote NFTs. And is that something that you guys are like? I'm sure it is, but that's something you guys are building towards. And like, what is your opinion on what the future of a wallet looks like? Like, and I know it's a very taboo thing to talk about, but like even custody of assets. Like, is it a possibility to have a platform custody something until you learn enough to get it off of there and on chain? So just kind of a random thought that I had, but wanted to get your take on that.
Yeah, I think so. Super good question, dude. So I think I can answer to answer the first one, which was basically like the future of the wallets itself. Like, okay, the answer might suck, but I think that it's actually a super bad idea to try to, in general, when building products in crypto, it's a very bad idea to try to forecast, in my opinion, more than even a year out. And basically your goal should be to maximally be like, okay, we basically view token standards as like the truth, right? And basically, if you can support tokens, like most of the innovation, like most of the interesting things that people will want out of a wallet will have to do with interacting with token standards. And basically, your goal should be to best support the standards that matter, and to to whatever degree, yeah, like hoist up like standards that like should become the standard. You know what I mean? Like some proposed standard, right? But really, like trying to make predictions about how people will be using like Ethereum, or the types of things that people will kind of build out of all of these composable parts is, I don't know. I sort of think that it's not even worth doing, because I just sort of think that like you can't actually guess like a lot of yeah, I don't know, like I've been around since 2018. I've seen a lot of like kind of uh like there'll be some sort of like not like breakthrough, right? But it's like, oh, there's like a new paradigm. Here's like a new thing, like a new primitive enters the ecosystem, and kind of all of the ways that people use it would never have been like predictable like a year before
like
then,
kind
right?
of like Donald Trump dropping a project on Polygon, kind of a vibe.
Yeah, like that really wouldn't.
What was the over under on that? Actually, I don't know.
Yeah,
Did not have that on my bingo card. Nope.
For real. But yeah, anyway, so that's kind of my lame answer to the first question about like the future of wallets. The second one was about custody, and I think that okay, so I guess so custody. Basically the goal, like the question is like, should there be some sort of like nerfed version of like self-custody for people who maybe don't actually understand the full responsibility of what self-custody is. And I definitely think that there is likely, yes, some sort of in between. And luckily, like stuff like NPC wallets and things like that provide this like in between, where basically it's not being custodied, right? It's sort of like but like a third party can have a signer, have signing capabilities. But I think that really culturally, none of it's like the goal should be to actually make the user have the epiphany moment early, as fast as possible, and to have them realize that, like, to just like speed run through kind of like why they should want self-custody in the first place. Apple, like recently with their iCloud thing, honestly, it was pretty sweet when they like, the new end-to-end encryption in iCloud requires the user, to like back up a 24-word seed phrase, basically. And I think that I am still a believer that the average person is capable of self-custodying their crypto. I do think though that like education on this topic needs to get better. But I do think that there's so many examples of new, basically alien technology being adopted by average people fairly quickly, and also, like, I don't know, the best example I can think of is like social security numbers and social security cards. Like, we take that as something, you know what I mean? Like, we've all had the American social security system, or for the Americans, the social security system in America, like, we all had that since we were born, and that's been this thing that's existed. But it's like it was actually only became introduced in the mid 20th century, and people before that did not have such a sensitive number, right? Like this, like this sensitive number, like, is something that you like need to protect, right? You shouldn't be telling people this number.
And by the way, that's still the case in a lot of parts of the world too. There's many parts of the world where they'll look at you very strange if you talk about a birth certificate or anything like that. They're like, "Why would I need to prove that I was born? I'm right here." That's very much
Not
the
your
way
keys, not your keys, not your life.
That's That's right. Sorry to interrupt there, Mike, but I just want to say it's interesting because it is new. It's new here and it's non-existent elsewhere sometimes.
So I have one other interesting thing to say on this, I think, which is that I guess something I wouldn't have predicted a year or two ago, maybe 2 years ago, is and even I wouldn't have predicted that I would be into this either, but I am into this. I'm a big believer in the impact that all of these almost like big brand, like mega corp, like, you know, NFT things are going to make, right? So the way I see this playing out, right, is that there are going to be all of these big, like, whatever, entertainment brands, like, you know, it's like you know, the WNBA just had like a POAP thing, like basically big brands are going to be giving away NFTs or like be doing NFT drops, etc. And I think that that's going to be a lot of people's first experience with crypto. And what I like about this is that the vast majority of these types of NFTs are going to be super like either free or pretty low value, like relatively, right, to a lot of the types of NFTs that crypto natives are familiar with. And what I like about this is two things. One is that it's a fairly low risk thing for a user to be, it's almost like a pretty good asset to have the user kind of be learning about wallets with, right? Because it's like, you're not like being like, hey friend, like let's buy, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
If
Okay.
you
Sort
lose
of
that
similar to what
wallet, it
happened
might
with
suck,
Reddit.
but it's not going to ruin your life.
Right. And to be clear, I'm not suggesting, like, I still think NPCs and other solutions can, like, I don't think that, okay, so like semi-custodial or like NPC solutions are still like, you know, like the most ideal is complete self-custody. But I guess I view these like halfway steps as way more tolerable, or like way just like more, yeah, like palatable when you think about them in the lens of being mostly useful for these like relatively low value or even free NFTs that are kind of people's, like, you know, entry, right? And the last thing on it is I think the reason why I think that this is actually really, really great is because think about it like a lot of these NFTs might, you know, not be all that cool. Like, you know, maybe you're gonna, like, you know, it's like, hey, big brands, like, stop giving me so many NFTs. Oh my God, like, I can't handle how many big brand NFTs there are. But here's the thing: is if like a single one of them, like, or, you know, it's like if a 1 out of 100 of them, like, you know, that was free and then becomes worth even $5 or like $10 or like even $2 on a network like Polygon, what that actually is almost like a guerrilla fiat on-ramping event, right?
For sure.
Where it's like now that person has like money in the system without really having to have like gone through the whole freaking, like, you know, connected bank account or like other just like who, like they didn't have to be sort of like you know, like they didn't have to you didn't have to like sell them on crypto, really. You know what I mean? But now they have to.
Like Woody said earlier, it's a trap. No.
Yeah.
but really, but yeah, it's similar to like what happened with Reddit NFT, which they didn't call an NFT,
Yeah.
but very good experiment in on-ramping people who normally would maybe even hate crypto, certainly not care about NFTs.
Yeah, everyone's gonna love NFTs, gang. The hate was just, you know, was a phase. It's okay. I forgive them.
Yeah, they don't hate us anymore because
really,
we lost all
what's
our
not to
money.
love, honestly?
Thanks for answering the question, man. That was really a poignant answer. Like the Social Security thing really hit home. I never really put that into context of, like, you know, that before Social Security numbers, nobody had Social Security numbers, and they had to remember that shit, or they were just walking
Yeah,
around
they had to
and not
learn
being a
to not,
person. Like,
and
You,
they
you
had
had
to
to
learn to
remember
not
when
just
you
like
were
hand it
born.
over to people. Yeah.
exactly.
I don't want to
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
discount the responsibility or like, you know, like the educational work that needs to be done on teaching people more about self-custody. But I guess I'm just like a long-term believer in the, you know, the chances of success of sort of a world where, like most people are self-custodying crypto.
that's awesome, dude.
Amazing.
I actually have to jump,
I
but
want to be.
one thing before I go is just it would be really dope to produce some educational content. I know it's like a very valuable thing overall, and like nouns would be a really perfect thing to utilize. I know Mike Good, if Mike Good is in the audience, he's doing a great thing with Nouns 101, doing educational content. But I think, you know, doubling down on that and maybe even having a collab between, you know, someone like Rainbow
Yes,
and Nouns could produce
where
something
like
that is
say
really
no
amazing.
more, say less. Say
Awesome.
less. What do I do? Like, no, straight up. Like, how do we get the ball rolling on that? Like, right now.
We'll slide into your DMs so much you'll regret even asking. So don't worry.
Yeah, it's a trap. It's all a trap.
It's funny that you said that, Woody, because I was about to suggest, like, wouldn't it be cool, since Nouns is CC0, someone could literally just make like a full collection. Maybe it's the Rainbow Zorb nouns that you've got there, but like some kind of an easy to relate to nounish collection that reflects both Rainbow and Nouns, and you could just sort of give it to people as their first NFT when they download the wallet. That would be so amazing. And then
That's such a good idea. And you know what? You know what a good way to do that is? Put a proposal in and say, "Yo, the only way we're doing this is you put the Zorb head in the collection of nouns." Hey,
backdoor. Here's the backdoor, Mike.
Why don't we
That's how
do
you do it.
a Rainbow Wallet educational DAO? The tokens that are sold through the Nouns Builder pay to create educational onboarding content, and we can get people on self-custodial stuff on the Rainbow Wallet.
That's pretty cool. We just have to figure out how to get the free NFTs out of that equation, but it's doable for sure. Maybe they're like, anyway. So we're brainstorming live here, but we'll
do an
be
addition. We do an addition.
We'll have our people.
Do an
contact
addition.
your people, Mike.
My nouns will
I'm
talk
doing
to
a
your
bunch of
nouns.
art packs right now.
That's right.
Do
Our
an
noggles will
addition
talk to your noggles.
on the contract.
Our noggles
like
will
Zora's
talk
doing.
to you.
So speaking of fun collabs, though, this is one last thing I did want to talk about. We'd be remiss if we had you on the show and didn't address this. So we will wrap up here because I know appreciate everyone being here in the EST time zone. It's past 10 p.m. EST. So appreciate you guys all hanging with us, and you too, Mike, I think are in EST. So thank you. But I did have to ask. Last week you posted a tweet and you said, "Would NounsDAO pay Rainbow to change the name of our app to Nouns Wallet or something like this for 30 days?" And one of the founders of Nouns replied to that and said, "How much for a full-time gig or for a full-time deal?" This was pretty funny, pretty interesting to watch. So my first question is, what made you post this? And my second follow-up is, how serious are you about this?
Yeah, I've been like, okay, again, I think a lot about nouns for someone who's like not nearly as involved or like whatever, actively involved in everything. How did I think of it? I think it was inspired by, again, Jacob from Zora, who's just like, you know, mad inspirational. But how serious am I? So I think that, Rainbow is kind of in a lot of ways where it is today through. I made a lot of memes back in the day. You know, I'm a big believer in the power of memes. Like as almost like marketing, really, but just like as a way of like spreading the word about something in a fun way, and. I just like truly, yeah, I think it's just insane how CC0, like how any brand out there can almost like hijack. I use hyperbolic language sometimes, but you know, it's almost like truly any brand, like could make their shit better by dropping in almost like any CC0 art with the following, because it's just like it's just like a no-brainer. It's purely additive, right? Like all it's like there's almost no
And you can
downside.
take it off whenever you want. Like if
Yes,
it
that's
becomes no longer appealing, you're like, oh, never mind.
to me. It's just like it's like a gorilla. It's just gorilla as fuck. You know what I mean? And I love it. So yeah, I don't know. I guess like we don't take ourselves that seriously, and I think that like, are we serious about changing the name? Like, the answer is like like yes, but there's also concerns about like SEO or like not SEO, but like there's a chance that like we might have to be specific about how the name is changed, as in uh it might have like I don't even know, but like people on my team who are smarter than me are telling me that like it might like fuck with our ranking in like the App Store search
Just put the
results and a bunch
noggles
of
on the
other.
art and you're good.
Yeah,
You don't need to
I'm
change
thinking
the
just a
name of the
shade
app.
mark.
Rainbow is such a
Yeah.
Oh
hot name.
yeah.
Like you don't have to change the name of the app out there. You got to put the
Just
noggles on the
shade mark
art.
it.
And like
Oh.
if you put like if you just like wrote it with the Unicode like inside the app or somewhere fun, like that's cool. Or yeah, just the art itself, shade marking everything is just like that would be sick.
I do love
Okay,
the
yeah.
thought though, Mike, of like you just getting all these angry emails from your team after making this tweet. They're like, Mike, we can't do this. It's gonna ruin
Dude,
the
we
app.
can't just change the name.
All the lawyers got really upset. I guarantee it.
He's like, well, you
I
can do it. It's just hard, right?
Well, I'll suggest that there is a nouns extension, and it's going to be .nouns, and currently it's .noggles, so it is the Unicode for noggles. So you may just want to have a brand for nouns alone. You
Yeah.
can develop a standalone app that supports that extension when it becomes live.
That's an
like
idea.
when you
as
say
well.
yeah, but yeah, I think that I want to like do fun, like leverage what like okay, at Rainbow we're super down at any time to do fun things, particularly if it's like easy for us to do. Like, and I think that yeah, there's a lot of potential to do that kind of stuff with nouns. So I'm super hyped on kind of like
All right,
people.
but define fun. What's the most fun thing that you've done in the last, whenever a period you want to choose? But tell us something fun that you really love doing.
Your
Naked
entire
streamers.
life.
I mean, honestly, it's Rainbow Zorbs. Like honestly, right? Like it's like that kind of was, yeah, that was kind of a silly thing, and it's like
True, super fun.
reached out to Jacob and was like, hey, like you've got Zorbs. How about just a fucking Rainbow Zorb, dude? Like it's a like free brand collab, dude. It's like and he's like, yeah,
you bring the shape, I bring the color. It's a match
yes,
made in heaven.
Jacob's
yes.
definitely about the action, so I'm sure it was just like immediately
Yep.
minted
You
5
should have
minutes later.
seen you should have seen the fucking Figma file. It was like, I'm pretty sure it's like the entire Zora team was like in there just like slinging Zorbs. Like there were like, so many different rainbow Zorbs. You know what I mean? Like before.
Why does slinging Zorb sound like a terrible euphemism for something?
I'm slinging Zorbs, baby.
I'm just
yeah, that's
slanging
basically
Zorb.
Jacob's
I've been
a Zorb
slinging
slinger.
these Zorbs for all my life.
It sounds like. Go ahead.
I'd say other fun thing, cool mode. We've talked about a lot of the cool things we've done. Let me think. I guess
in context of like, if someone has an idea, like what's the best way to like tell you about cool ideas?
Best way to tell us about cool ideas is by emailing partnerships@rainbow.me.
Is that a burn address? No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, gang. That is the holy email address. That's like the good, it's a pretty powerful email address.
Awesome.
And yeah, my squad keeps on top of it, and we, make things happen.
Thank you for sharing with the community. With great power comes great responsibility, y'all.
Well, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to be with us here again on a Friday night, Mike. So awesome. Really nice to hear from you. I'm glad we were able to FOMO you a rainbow shirt plain, and then Nomo you a rainbow Nomo that you got to mint. So that's pretty cool. And hopefully you've enjoyed hanging with us and in all of our craziness.
Greatest day of my life. I think I like Nouns a lot.
You know what? Nouns likes you, so I think we could see some collabs coming down the
We
pipe.
definitely like you a lot. Absolutely.
For sure.
Wow. Wow,
Couple
everybody.
last
I had a
things.
great. Yeah, tell me.
No, go ahead. We're dealing with that stupid latency. I keep hearing you as I'm like halfway through a sentence, so thanks for that, Twitter. But go ahead, Mike.
No, I just wanted to thank everybody for inviting me to Noun O'Clock. It's my first time here, and I had a great time.
You are
Thanks for
welcome
coming.
anytime.
Yes,
Yeah.
drop in. Anytime you drop in, we'll bring you right up to the stage, and we'll make you play Nomo with us. That's a promise.
Wow.
And he was never seen again.
We try and
We
have
have a
the
couple
most
little
fun
housekeeping
here.
items.
That's the goal.
Couple of housekeeping. All right, Ben, go ahead. I'm obviously somewhat rugged. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying we're just trying to have fun here every day. That's the goal. Celebrate the auction, have some fun, and yeah, I'll let you deal with the next 10-second delay and come back.
You're trying to tell people that we just have fun here. No, Ben, shut up. We have housekeeping items to do. No fun.
Yeah, let's get back to business.
Sometimes we torture things.
That's right. It does happen. Two last little housekeeping items, but they are fun housekeeping items. We promised Mike a POAP earlier, so we got a POAP to give away, and we got Ryan Mack here on the POAP track. Ryan, are you there on your Christmas skateboard, Tiny Dino?
Of course I'm here, bro. It's a great day. We started our winter collection today, so I'm excited.
Awesome. Can we get a POAP for Mike and
Yes. Today's secret word is TD Winter 2022, as in Tiny Dino's Winter 2022.
TDWINTER 2022 minting now.
So you got to spell out the word 2022?
Oh,
Sam.
my God.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
No.
Sam likes to make sure everybody gets DMs after the show about what the POAP word was.
I just want to make sure
Cody,
everyone knows that we love them individually.
Is that right?
For the holiday event, you know that we're omni-chain, right? So we have 6 other chains you can mint on. So if you choose to mint on like Optimism, Polygon, Phantom, or like Avalanche, it costs less than $1. But of course, ETH is a little more. So we're doing it till the end of
and if they mint one of those omni-chain ones, they can still see them in the Rainbow wallet. Easy peasy, all in one screen. See what I did there? Seamless transition.
You can also see composables in the Rainbow wallet, which is pretty cool.
Okay, all right. This isn't a shill fit. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so thank you so much for the POAP. We got a POAP there. Everyone got the POAP. Mike, did you get your POAP?
I got my POAP.
One quick note about the POAP, guys. You might notice that it's a placeholder. That's because we have artists from our community do custom art for the noun of the day every single day, and then they upload it as soon as they can. So you see this placeholder now, but the fine folks at POAP will get it updated for you automatically as soon as the art is ready. So that's kind of a cool thing about this POAP. You got to wait and see what you're going to get, but it's going to be something based on today's rainbow flyer. Now,
well, at the
and
moment,
Toady, you'll be able to see it on rainbow.me.
Aha. What were we going to say, Ben?
I was just going to say, at the moment, actually, it's Darius is doing them, and he's on the road. So he's given us his own placeholders of 7 different nouns that are not like in line with the day that we're going to see first, and then he's going to replace them again with the daily ones again later. So we're going to see 3 different POAPs for the same POAP for this whole week. There's been a few uploaded already, but I just checked because I was like, oh, what? They're not updated. And then I realized that they were JPEGs. So I'm going to just convert them now to PNGs and get them up there.
Yeah, we only collect PNGs around here. We're not JPEG collectors, Ben. Come on.
Yeah, PNG or GIFs. That's all we can do with POAP.
SVG or PNG only around these parts. All right, we got our
Exactly.
POAP. I got a retweet picker winner to choose as well. We like to give away 0.069 ETH every single day on this show for people who retweet the room and get more people to join us and chat with us. So I've got a draw to do quickly. And while I do that draw, I think Joshua Fisher wants to give us a quick update on our contests front. Is that why your hand is up, Mr. Sharp? Or did you just forget your hand was up?
No, that is correct.
Okay.
So just trying to wait patiently. We have another holiday contest going live, the holiday card contest, Season's Greetings, create the perfect nouns holiday card. We'll be using any noun from noun 541 to 546. So just a little fun,
Nice.
Holiday vibes continuing. I don't know if they're catching the pattern of 12, 11, 10. We'll see if, how many
Is
days.
it some kind of 12 days of noun miss? Is that what's going on here?
We'll see how the prizes continue to evolve. And also,
Love
like
it.
I mentioned earlier, voting is live on the first holiday contest. So if you have a NOMO ticket, you can head over to Creator Contest and vote on what you think is the most fun and creative submissions.
And if you don't have a NOMO, you could grab one now at nomo.wtf. Could you not?
Also true. So the way it works is you log in, you connect your wallet, and you have 15 tokens, and the top 12 winners after everyone votes will be awarded. So this is our first time being able to do this. So it's really exciting. And it's while Prop 188 is live. Hopefully Creator Contest continues to evolve and develop and through this prop. And we've been having a lot of fun with this. So I'm excited for this contest.
And if Mike doesn't vote with his NOMO, we will email partnerships@rainbow.me and ask him when he's going to do his duty.
Well, the blockchain is there forever. Just remember that,
All right, I've got a retweet picker winner for us. Can I get a drum roll, please, for the winner of 0.069 ETH? Winner is at Jim Hess. Jim Hess 2. JIMHES 2. Congratulations, Jim. Thanks for coming to the space. Make sure you send us a DM with your wallet address. It has to be, you have to have your wallet in a Rainbow app. No, I'm just kidding. But send us an Ethereum address and we will make sure to get that ETH over to you. And fam, I think that's it. I think that's all we got for today. Thanks for hanging with us. I know we stayed a little longer than usual because we played FOMO for like 30 minutes trying to get a rainbow. But it was fun. And I hope you guys all had fun too. Thanks, everyone. See you back here for the light show tomorrow on Saturday.
See you guys.
Everybody.
Thanks for coming down, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Download
All right,
Rainbow
y'all.
Wallet.
Have a good one.
Sometimes I think that you're on trains. Every step I get to, I'm clicking again. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame.
If you're new here, make sure you follow the clock. Join us again. Hope you had fun. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name.